Good morning and welcome to Athens. Just got in here, flew in from Bangkok, which was a very long flight. Had to fly 2.5 hours to Singapore and then 11 hours from Singapore to Athens. Plus there was a layover in there, plus some delays. So the total time was about 18 hours, which was not fun, but here I am. So very excited to be here. My daughter's joining me tomorrow. So it should be an excellent week. This is right outside my Airbnb. Very nice. They found some ruins from the late classical period and the Roman period when they were digging for this building. It's so cool. This is incredible. This is from the rooftop of my Airbnb. Wow. There's another cat over here. This is called the Pantheon. It's ruins from a 2nd century building. It was discovered in 1968. I think it was a 3-aisled basilica or a church. It's so wonderful. This is called the Stoa of Attilos. It was a commercial center built in the 2nd or 3rd century. It was destroyed in 267 by an invasion. This is a restoration that was done in the 1950s. And that's the Acropolis up there. Pizza and beer for dinner right near the Airbnb. Pizza man for dinner. Ruins everywhere in this city. This is remains from a gate from the ancient Athens wall. This looks really good. It's Hadrian's Library. Tetraconch Church. It's all part of Hadrian's Library. This is the whole of Hadrian's Library. That's all of it. Aww. He's eating the grass. Clearly not afraid of me. This is really cool, but it's going to get expensive. It's 10 euros just to get in to see Hadrian's Library. We haven't even been up to the Acropolis yet. That's probably going to be even more. Look at the modern train in front of the ancient building. Look at that juxtaposition. There's the Parthenon. Would you take a look at that? Easter Sunday morning. We're headed for a bike tour. There is nobody out. Nothing is open. It's very eerie. Taking a bike tour of Athens. It's gonna be fun. Temple of Hephaestus, the best preserved temple in Athens. Okay? This is the biggest church in the city center. It's around 200 years old, which is not very old for Athens. Wow, this is pretty impressive in here.
He built his house, so the government bought the land from the guy, quite good money, and they found out, and they're still doing research, that this was the gym where ancient Greek people used to work out.
No, we were here earlier. We were walking.
The presidential mansion, the office of the president of the Hellenic Republic, and the president here is like
It's the original Olympic Stadium from 1896.
You
can, but it doesn't work very well.
I can take a few more. It's pretty big.
This is the original Olympic Village from 1896.
First Olympic venue. Do you want guys a picture as well?
This is called Hadrian's Arch. Oh, why do they always fly away right when I take... Sundial. The koi pond in the park here. We're going to the top of the hill here. A lot of stairs. We're going to take the funicular up to the top of Lake Abetta's hill. But getting to the funicular is a trek in itself. There's a big queue for the teleferique. It goes all the way back there. So it must be good. That's an expansive city. There's the Acropolis. Great view from up here. There's the Mediterranean back there. Chapel up here as well. And a bell tower. Really hungry because we had snacks before, so I just got a chicken salad for dinner. Looks really good. It's big. Julie got nachos. This is what I had first, and this is what I'm having now. Mother-in-law pale ale. That's what this is. This hobgoblin was really good. Hello. Today we are going to Meteora, which is a bunch of monasteries on top of large mountains. It's supposed to be amazingly cool. You can see it behind me, but I'll show you our trip from today. These are the hermit caves, the hermit monks.
With the hermit crabs.
No hermit crabs.
They didn't climb up ever again. As you can imagine, hermit monks in that region.
This wood is original from the 9th century, has not been changed. And this was built in the 12th century. And this is the monastery of St. Nicholas. This was built in 1586, but it was bombed in 1943 by the Nazis and restored. But nobody lives there now, nobody's allowed inside. This is incredible. This is just amazing. Has to wear this skirt. Let's cover her legs. This is really amazing up here. How'd they get this up here? That's the Greek flag, and the flag of the Greek Orthodox Church.
Παίρνω τον η πέτρα εδώ πέρα. Πιο κοντά έλα. Πιο κοντά
Wow, look at this room. It's amazing. This is the Rusano Monastery. It's the smallest one. And that one over there is a ringin. Rusano Monastery.
Thank you.
It's a monastery we're just at, Rusano. This is the Holy Trinity Monastery. It was featured in the movie For Your Eyes Only, the James Bond movie. What a classic. This is an amazing viewpoint. He said you can see 5 of the 6 active monasteries from here. There's 3 of them right there. There's St. Stephen's where we just were. There's 4 of them in this picture. This all through dinner. Good morning. Today we're headed to Delphi. Supposed to be a lot of cool temples and stuff. Actually, this is pronounced Delphi, not Delphi, so I was wrong. This is the path leading up to the Temple of Apollo.
At some point,
All kinds of ruins along the way. Writing is in ancient Greek.
That's where they have started decoration.
This wall is used to write inscriptions by the priests. There's 800 different ones. This is the Temple of Apollo. This was used to give prophecies until 390 AD. This was a 5,000 seat theater.
We still use an extra, not
That's awesome. And this is the stadium where they held athletic events. It was quite a hike to get up here, probably 10 minutes uphill, but it was worth it.
That wouldn't surprise me. Looks like a narwhal.
It does. This is known as the navel of Delphi. They thought that Delphi was the center of the world and this was the center of Delphi. This was another treasury building. It's so much better now with no people. This is what the Temple of Apollo used to look like before it was ruined. So this was the top, then this, then this, and there was a part in the middle that's missing. The expression on his face is one of ethos. He's proud yet humble. That's called the Sanctuary of Athena, but you can't get to it. That town's called Atea, and this is the Corinthian Gulf, which comes off of the Ionian Sea. This is the largest olive grove in Greece. Over 1 million trees. Moussaka for lunch, really, really good. He was having sausage. That's also very good. This is the town of Arachova. Walking around, see the town. It's a really cool looking town. Stone clock tower. Arachova. quite a beautiful town. We're at this place in Athens. We had 2 beers already, but this one right here is called the Tomato Ghost. It's really kind of weird, but I had to try it. And Julia's gonna guess what this is. Julia got a Tropiki IPA, and she says she really likes it. Julia thinks mine tastes like vomit. I think it tastes like a Bloody Mary, which is much.
It tastes like vomit.
No, it's good. I like. Today we're heading to Aegina, which is an island that's not far from Athens. Taking the ferry over. Should be a nice beach day and see what else is over there. The archaeological site here in Aegina. These pots are from 2300 BC. This Sphinx statue is from 460 BC. It's a huge jar here. It's taller than me. It's got to be at least 7 feet high. This is from the lower town of Colonna, from the 5th to 6th century BC. It's pretty well preserved. This is the little village. And there's the island that we're on, Aegina. This is the Temple of Apollo. Fantastic. And these ruins are fantastic. This is the cistern where they collected water for drinking and other things. And this is the Temple of Apollo, or part of it, what's left of it. They think this was built around 500 BC. And some of this other stuff dates back as far as 2000 BC. This old town looks right over this. These flowers are so pretty. Here's a good view of the whole complex. This is our view at lunch. And our table club has a picture of Aegina Island. These are the beers we're having, both local Greek beers. This is actually called Fix. It's pork skewer and fries and fried calamari, and they're both awesome. This is Colonna Beach. Not much of a beach, but it's a lot quieter than the other one, so we're gonna swim here. Beautiful. It's beautiful. This is where we're eating dinner, and it's right on the water, which is awesome. And I'm having this draft beer. And Julia's having a nymphy. We got the fish variety for 2, so it looks like a delectable treat. Although this looks kind of weird, but we'll eat them. Awesome day here on Aegina. Now it's time to go back to Athens. To wait in this queue here to get on the boat. We got this great view over here. Life is good. Salted caramel pistachio ice cream at this place called, I guess it was Greek for pistachio. It was so delicious. The sky looks really cool. Apollo's temple right there. through the dirty window. There's like a million seagulls flying along with us. Good morning. Today we're going to see Agora, which is an ancient temple site, and then we're going to see the Acropolis, which should be really interesting. Right, Julia?
Yeah, hi vlog.
The Stoa of Attilos. These are from the 2nd century AD. And this is from the 4th century BC. And this is a statue of Aphrodite from 420 BC. These are from the 10th century BC. That's 3,000 years ago. And so are these. This is from 850 BC. It's remarkably well intact. And this is from 700 BC. Here's a view of the whole Agora from the 2nd floor of the building. And there's the temple. That's what the Agora looked like originally. This is where we are right now, on the 2nd floor of that. So this used to be the entrance to a palace. This is a statue of Hadrian, Roman emperor. This is the temple of Hephaestus. It's the best preserved temple in the whole complex, including the Acropolis. This was built between 460 and 415 BC. Another turtle. They think this used to be a prison.
Where Socrates was held.
Where Socrates was held. That's where the palace used to be. This is the remains of the middle Stoa, which was actually the largest building in the Agora. There are just a lot of random ruins strewn about here too. They don't seem to know what to do with all of them. Parts of columns and things like that. This is a big council building that has sort of, thank you, 500 members of the council. 10 from each of the 50 tribes. This is called Dakos. Feta cheese, tomatoes on bread with some kind of other stuff on it. Looks really good. I got grilled salmon. Julia got grilled cod, no, fried cod and chips, like fish and chips. Taking a tour of the Acropolis. It's raining, but we'll get through it. It's called the Odeon, 2nd century AD.
The facade of this Odeon has remained the tallest edifice.
Hi, this couple cool.
It's amazing.
It is like a copy of the park, but it is much better preserved. It even has a roof.
You had the good view
That's
of
the observatory.
Temple of Athena Nike has the Ionic college. Ionic are the ones who have this college.
Ceiling is preserved. This is the gate. Parthenon.
So, Nike. Nikki.
Yeah, look at that. Ναι, εδώ πέρα είναι.
And religious is going on here. So we might sort of like so opinions.
This gate is called the Propelia. It's the one where you come into the Acropolis. It's right next to the Temple of Athena Nike.
The Temple of Requiem, so take a photo here. Because maybe when you will be returning, I don't know, it's gonna be empty.
The yellow marble is original. The white marble is new. Lycopethos Hill. The Parthenon was originally right here, then it was destroyed by the Persians, and then they moved it over here. Temple of Erechtheion. The temple to Athena and Poseidon together. And there's the Parthenon. There's the Olympic Stadium. Another nice view of the city. That walking tour was really good, very informative. I'm glad I took it rather than just coming up here and reading the signs. It was much better. Definitely worth it. Look at the cat. Sitting at the star of the show at the nice Dionysus Theater. Avocado tzatziki with bread. And this is yellowtail tartar, and it is so freaking delicious. This is Greek meatballs with tzatziki sauce. They're pretty good. Not as good as that yellowtail tartar.
The next day.
Some more random ruins here in Athens. Love that. This is Hadrian's Arch, named after the Roman emperor, who apparently did a lot of nice things for the city of Athens. This is the Temple of Zeus, which was the largest temple in Athens, which makes sense because Zeus was the god of the gods. It costs 20 euros to go into that archaeological site, which I think is outrageous, because really that's the only thing to see, is right there, and I can see it from the fence. Not sure the name of this church. It's not labeled anywhere, at least not in English. Another ruin here, Basilica of Ilissos. This was first built in the mid-5th century, and then it was destroyed by the Franks in the 13 to 1500s, and then it was completely ruined in a flood in the 1700s. New York license plate here in Greece. This place has awesome food, and it's really cheap. Definitely coming back here. Of course, I have to try McDonald's, see how it is in Greece. Good morning. It's my last day in Greece. My daughter left yesterday, unfortunately. Very sad about that. But I'm going to go to the island of Agistri. I think that's how you pronounce it. Another one of the Greek islands. Don't know much about it, but it looks like fun. Look at the ferry to Agistri, the second one. Stopped at Egina to drop people off, and then we'll head to Agistri. Took about an hour and 15 minutes to get here. I think it takes another half hour or so to get to Agistri. Actually, I think that might be it over there. One lone house on this little island out here. We're approaching Agistri. Beautiful water. And this is the island of Agistri. This is the town of Scala here on Agistri. Not sure how to pronounce that. That's this church right here. Really cool looking. Very Greek island looking. This is quite a beautiful place. Oh, these red flowers, and they're everywhere. See them in Athens, and they're here. These are even nicer. And they're just growing wild. So I'm leaving Scala. I'm going to walk to Dragonera Beach, which is about 2 miles from here. So it should be a nice walk. Looks like I'm coming into the town of Megalokori. This place is more built up than I thought, but it's still very serene, especially compared to the hustle and bustle of Athens. I'm going to Dragonera, just this way. Been winding through this little village here, little narrow streets. It's really pretty awesome. Water is just so clear and blue. This part of the walk is awesome. It's like walking along the cliff here. Beautiful. Wow, this is stunningly beautiful. And there's Dragonera Beach down there. Not too many people, which is good. Made it. I'm guessing Megali means beach in Greek. What a beautiful beach. It's all pebbles, no sand. But wow. Just went swimming. The water was very cold, but very refreshing. What a beautiful place. And there's like hardly anybody here. There's like 6 people here total. Well, this was an awesome beach. Now I'm going to go find some lunch because I'm starving. It's almost 2 o'clock. Let's go. These Greek beers are cool. They have the pull-off bottle caps. It's so much easier than twist-offs, and you don't need an opener. It's awesome. I got the moussaka. This moussaka is really good. Different than the other ones I've had. A little bit of a different flavor. Really good. That is Aegina over there. And here's a pretty good shot of a geese tree from the docks. All those cats, there's like 6 of them over there in that dumpster. Really enjoyed myself on a geese tree. It was a beautiful island, small and not too crowded. A lot of little restaurants and stuff that had like no people in them, so it was really easy to get food and drinks and stuff. It was great. And the beach was really lovely and pristine. This is called Barley Canyon. Of course I had to try it. This is a Karma Pale Ale. I really enjoyed my time in Greece. So much amazing history here. And it was extra special because my daughter was with me. That made it even better. I'm really glad we could get together for this trip. Definitely want to come back to Greece. There's so much more to see. I only saw really Athens and a couple of islands. So it's time to come back some other time and see more of it. The other good thing about Greece is it's not too terribly expensive compared to other Western European countries. It's really pretty reasonable.